appreciate it.
All right, thank you. He's the conductor. There's the engineer up there. He's not paying attention to us enough. I can't tell whether the brake's tied down or not. I don't see the chain. Yeah, the chain's got slack in it, so the brakes are off on all locomotives. That's locomotive 3472 is 889 ES44AH. Alright, go pause it. Alright, this is M580. It's going to go to Atlanta and then turn around and head up north to Cincinnati, y'all. As soon as he gets moving, I'll take pictures. Looks like one of the more recent trains that came down through here dropped sand on the ground. That's what that looks like, is sand. So as a load, they're losing out one of their cars. Alright, that's 580 auto wreck. It's going south now. I'm getting on this side of the road because it's better filming with the sunlight and stuff. Alright. Alright, you can see the writing down there. This used to be the spring siding. And they used to have a spring switch right in here back in the 70s. In the 80s, they took it out and they extended the siding on down to the south end, so they could put longer trains in here. And they had that idea back in the 70s. They could park two shorter trains in here, but now they can park them long ones in here too. All right, thank you. All right, they're still sitting here. Look, this train would have had a crew change in Greenwood yesterday if things worked out for them, but they brought this train over here this morning because they don't want to tie up Greenwood over there, so they bring them over here and do the crew changes over in Abbeville. Which means everybody gets to ride a taxi. I can't tell if he's waving at me or just holding his hand up or what. Alright, let me cut it off till she gets moving. Let me tell you some more history, y'all. That's the road that goes back into the roundhouse down there. They got a gate on it. It's open, so I guess it's okay to go back there. There's also other people's property there. This road right here in front of me goes down there. There used to be a potato chip factory back there, but it was gone before I was born, so it's probably gone in the 50s or early 60s. I don't know. I don't know what brand name it was, and I've never been back there. I've never saw anything. Well, I've been back there. I've never saw anything. So I don't know if there's anything left of the building. But there's some local history it's missing now. Alright, southbound. Still no activity. They're still up there getting ready to launch their train. That engineer, he has to go to the locomotives and sign all the paperwork on them for the inspections he made. to make sure that the locomotive is good. You know, I think it's like every 24 hours you gotta fill it out. And so he's got to check it and make sure it's got him covered or not. If it runs out in the middle of his trip, like the 24 hours, then he has to go do that paperwork again, maintenance reports and stuff like that on the locomotive. And look, you got 3 hoses on the right, and it looks like 1 hose on the left, so it looks like they've been stealing air hoses. All right, let me pause it again. All right, we got a northbounder coming in. I hear him blowing the horn. So he's not going anywhere for a little bit. The cars down there you see are on the yard track. Those are set there by the Abbeville switcher. They got grain cars. They got center flow covered hoppers for the plastic for Prismian. They got grain cars for that silo down on the other side of Elberton, Georgia. And he's got gondolas to pick up granite with. And he'll pick them up in Greenwood and then set them out in the yard, and then he's got them over here when he got to make his runs and stuff. When they call him up, need a car, need some switch, and they're already here ready for him. All right. I was told by the conductor that this will be a coal train coming at me when it gets here. I don't know where he is right now. He's at Prisman. He's at the top of the hill, which is about another mile away. Because we're at the 441 milepost right now. He must be over the hill. I hear some flanges squealing. He's got a lot of curves up there. I can hear him. Right, here we go. Northbound fully loaded coal train headed to the ocean, they say. That one was for us. 3269. SCWX cars. They're telling me they have about 3 of these coal trains come through. They got 3 different mills they go to. They go to Columbia and make a left, they make a right. I don't know. They still haven't told me where the power plant is for these. He can do 45. He come and just pull that hill, so that slowed him down quite a bit. He's still on it back with dynamic brakes. He don't want to get over 45 down through here. Well, 35 on the side, so he can't go too fast. And I bet he's got a GPU on it. I'm just waiting to see. Few of them got flat spots on them. You can hear them when they come by. Pulling down between the yard track and the main line. He's pulling in between two occupied tracks. DPU 707. It's an ES44 AC. Hey, he's in dynamic brakes also. Alright, sound like model racks are pulling out. This one ain't gonna let me see it, it's in the way, but he's waiting for them to get clear to south end so he can just roll on through, not pull up and stop. Three 472 on the bottom end on that engine, bottom end, second engine in lead. These cars say do not hump and it exceeds plate F when that little shoe is out. See right above the truck, that little plate right there? Right there. When that's out, that bumps the thing at the unload shed and that causes the doors to knock open. I don't know how they do that one, maybe on the other side. These don't have the plates on them, so I don't know what's up. I don't know why he's stopping. Maybe he's got a red signal in Abbeville. Man, that means I'm gonna get trapped over here. All the racks going by. Alright, you hear that clicking that was going on when it stopped? That was the triple valve that's still applying air to the piston. And they got unusual setup down here. I don't know who gets what hose or what this is all about. But you got two lower shelf type F couplers on here. Alright, I assume the train line's on the other side, the big one over there. I assume this air hose here is for when they dump the doors. They put air in that piston up there and that opens the doors up. And all that air comes out of that line there. The brakes are on the other side. Over there, like I said, that's your triple valve. what that does is that takes air out of that tank, and you see you got, I don't know how well you can tell, but you got two pipes coming out of that tank. There's actually two intakes in one. One's for the train brake and the other one's the emergency. So if he does like a 5 pound releases 5 pounds of air out of the train line, the hose on the other side, then that tells that triple valve to send 5 pounds of air from that tank through the triple valve into this piston here, which is your brakes for your cars. And you see that chain down there, that's tied to your handbrake. So, you know, when you tie that handbrake down, it pulls that chain and doesn't allow that piston to go back in. It ties the brakes down on the car. All right. Now I got to figure out how to get around this train. Because he stopped down at depot, that means there's another train down there. So, all right, I hear the auto racks. They're up by Prismian now. They're out of here. All right, thank y'all.